Right, I'm at the Bendigo Swap Meet and I'm going to be doing a live unboxing. Well, I'm live. I'm not sure if you guys are watching this or not. So you might be watching it later, so which means it's not live. But I've got a Carpenters toolbox here, which is from an estate sale. It's in this box. I haven't opened it. I've seen a picture of the box with the lid off, and that's all I know. Couple guys with me. Got Matt, and this is really cool. I can reverse the video while it's still recording, and I haven't met you yet. Tim. G'day, Tim. Now, Matt is helping out, so you're going to be filming.
I'm going to be filming.
You're going to be filming while I'm connected with cables. So you come and take the camera.
Alrighty. Now you are going to want a sharp implement.
Yes, yes. I've already given Matt a job, and that was to choose a sharp implement from the selection. You can do that. Sure.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, which means I can still film.
Sharp implement.
All right. Here you go, Tim.
Tim's impatient. It actually is a sharp implement. Don't put your thumb in front.
That's vaguely sharp. It's not really sharp.
Sharp enough.
Yeah, well, sharp enough is not necessarily sharp.
Sharp enough when you're impatient. It's very sharp. Slightly blunt does more. It makes it worse.
What worse?
Listen to them. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there, you idiots.
No, for a man who said he was in a hurry, he's taken a while.
Oh, well, I don't want to destroy the box. I'm used to care packages from Japan. And it is sharp.
Right, now we've got the obligatory bubble wrap, which is placed in such a way as to not actually do anything.
Unless you want to save the hoop line.
No, cut it.
Cut it. Need a sharp implement again?
Yeah, sharp implement. Yeah, sharp
Change of
implement.
implements. Have a Diva this time.
A Diva. Oh, right, another one.
So where's this being posted to?
Two.
Where are you posting it?
I didn't post it.
Where will you post this to?
Oh, the video?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on YouTube now. Yeah.
Oh, bullshit.
This is live, so it's being recorded, and so anything you say here will be recorded. No. Get it out of the cardboard.
Oh, come on. Ceremony.
Yeah. Get rid of the cardboard.
Do you want the cardboard completely out of the way?
Yeah, completely out of the way. Lift it up. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, now, guys.
I'm not going to open it. This is,
Hang on.
This is for a bearded man now.
On the Facebook group, Japanese Tools from Japan, someone got up and said, Japanese don't use screws. And a few of us said, oh, not really.
They're very old. And there's staples in it too.
Check this out. What's that? All right? What's that? And are these staples or they're cut nails?
These ones on this side are staples.
Okay, all right. Oh, what's this metal bit? Oh!
That's a drawer.
Is that a drawer?
That's a drawer.
Oh!
Yeah,
All right, we'll look at that later. Look at that later.
Right now.
No.
I'm fucking off. I don't have time for this.
Oh,
Sorry,
too
YouTube.
bad.
Oh, come on. Pull out the juicy bits. Show us the pig bits.
This. What was that? Don't say that.
Say it in Japanese.
No.
All right. Well, don't show them on camera at the moment. Okay. It's interesting.
Right. Okay. Well, it slipped around a bit.
Yeah.
But
He's sounding
this
disappointed. He's
I
definitely
am sounding disappointed because there's metalwork missing. Damn it. Gee, that's a nice rabbit plane though.
Maybe the metalwork from this is in the drawer.
Yeah, it could be. I bloody hope so, because there's the key Wakano. Here, hold that. Actually, hammer. While Matt's getting a hammer. Sod!
One finely calibrated knockometer.
There you go. I think I might be having words to them. Problem is, one of the reasons I can get a lot of Japanese tools cheap is because the guys that get them off don't know what they're talking about. But I thought I could trust them to know that the steel would be present in the planes. Well, I hit that in the wrong spot. Geez, that's a decent blade, but unfortunately a bit water damaged. Alright, what else we got? Ooh. Mm.
It's looking a bit second rate there.
Yeah, it is looking a bit second rate. That's a nice one though. Just the chip breaker's missing. Alright, what else we got? Should have a ruler. Check how big these are. They look about 70s. Don't recognise that maker. Not that that's a surprise because there are so many makers, but is that square brand the same? No.
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 Seen some hard work.
And water.
Mm.
It's the problem with estate sales is sometimes you can get absolute magic, but then other times they've been left lying around for so long, stuck out in the shed or something. And once the guy who owned them dies, they don't get looked after. So, yeah. Sometimes absolute magic, but other times... Oh, there's the chip breaker.
Ah.
For you.
This one.
Yep.
The last piece in there? Oh no, there's a little small one in there still.
Yeah.
So tapping on the wood there instead of the back of the steel to avoid painting it over at all? Or?
Well, no, it's not so much. With a regular plane setup, you knock on the wood and then the inertia of the plane blade keeps it still, but the wood moves, so the plane blade goes up in relation to the block of wood, which basically loosens it. But with these, it's the opposite, because with these, the blade comes out here, and you knock in the chip breaker to hold it in place. But you can only take the chip breaker out so far. So this should just slip out like so. And then you can take the chip breaker out.
So forgive me for being completely unknowing here.
Yep.
Chip breaker.
Yeah.
When you're planing across, you get ideally a scroll of wood will form.
Planing across or planing?
When you're planing.
Planing with, playing with the,
With the grain.
With the grain, yep.
The chip breaker obviously breaks chips.
Yep.
Keeps the scroll of wood coming up, or is it just sort of evacuated out of the...
It basically cracks the fibres. And in doing so, because the fibres are broken, they can't rip out of the wood.
Okay. Now I'm going to keep videoing your hands here, because if I video your face,
sure.
it's just going to completely white out.
Yep. All right, I'm going to leave that like that, because that's going to take a bit of... That's going to be boring for me to fix. So we'll do it later. This little block plane.
Small one. tiny one, really.
That's not bad. I don't have many little planes that I've reconditioned, so that might be a keeper. There's almost no work to do that. Little buff up, and there's some corrosion back here, but near the edge it's just, I think, dirty. And I've been using a lot of my big planes where I'd use a little block plane because I haven't got a little block plane. And it gets quite heavy in the hand.
Yeah.
All right, this drawer.
The other interesting bit. Is there any more?
Ah, look at that. And I was getting nervous.
Well, you haven't opened them yet.
Well, that's true. I shouldn't get too hopeful. What have you got? Yep, they're the irons for that one. Look at that.
Is that new or just not done much work?
It's in pretty good condition because that's shaving sharp out of the box. All right, I'm getting happier again. All right, all those horrible things I was thinking. That's magic.
Is there any stampings on those?
Yeah. I thought so. It's just a number. Huh. Yeah, just a
No.
number.
They slide into...
Yep. So you put the chip breaker in first. And that goes back. And then the blade gently. And you've got to get the chip breaker, the blade of the chip breaker past the steel of the iron before you set it, get it in. Then there, bring it up, and then bring the chip breaker down. So that's set back, so it'll protect the edge, but far out! Look at how tight that is! Like that, holy cow. No. Jigger hammer.
You want a small one?
No, I won't do it now. But, like, I want to say I have to open that up. That would be such a tight shaving. Crikey. Okay. Cool. What have we got in here? Wonder if that's for the chamfer plane. Oh, no, it's not. It's for the Kiwa. I reckon that's shaver sharp too. Oh! Alright, this one I recognise. Damn good blades. I've got a couple of these and they're fabulous.
Now, I wish I could show your facial expressions when you're doing this. But if I try, oh, actually, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Hang on, if I move around this way just slightly.
Just slightly.
Yeah, it's not going to, the sun in the background is not going to kill the picture too bad. Although I can't see any details of what you're doing there.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That is so clean. Sorry guys. Sorry guys, that's a keeper. Yeah, you're not getting that one. Not even getting a chance at getting that one. So this must be the irons for the chamfer. Nope.
What have we got left?
I don't know. That's another plane entirely.
It is.
They've missed. They've lost the wooden bit. No, that doesn't have a side cutter. No. No. Okay. Well, this is
Is there any other secret compartments on
Yeah,
this one?
I don't know. That's the... Hang on, they don't match. I thought that was a chip breaker, but no. Alright, I'm confused. That's confusing. I thought that was a blade, chip breaker, and nicker, but... Alright, this will be the irons. No, it's not. Oh, hang on. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's the irons for
For the chamfer plane. Yep.
this one.
Yeah, there we go. I didn't realise it was skewed. Geez, I think that's another keeper too.
The limit of how far I can come back here because
Yeah.
it's still attached to you.
Yeah, you got the...
But it's starting to darken out a little bit too much anyway.
Okay, well that's fun. Right, next.
That's what we've got in here.
Little compass plane. Compass plane. What's that called? It's a saw. That's right. I knew that. Oh! Baby, look at those. Oh, damn.
They are brand new.
That is stunning. Yeah, okay, you can't have them. Go away. Nope, mine. Okay, we got here, it's different blades. This is a style of blade I haven't seen before. It looks like it's a kit. There's a straight cut. Okay, that looks like a cross-cut blade. That looks like a cross-cut blade. That looks like a cross-cut blade. And maybe that's a ripping blade. And here's the handle. I'm wondering if this guy did Kumiko or something.
Kumiko being?
It's a style of screen making. You cut thin strips of wood and then joint them together to make a lattice work. But when they're jointed together, you see the edges of the pieces of timber. So if it's if the Kumiko strips are say 4mm by 25, when you're looking directly at the screen, you only see the 4mm.
Oh, okay, so it would be 25mm thick.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that means you get any sort of angle, you can't see through it because of the depth of the screen. Double marking gauge. I sold one of these and then I regretted it. So I might keep that as well. This looks like for chisels. The way these are done.
It does.
A bunch of these clamps. Short chisels.
You've got another blade for your...
Yeah,
there.
this one looks newer. Doesn't have any...
What's the teeth geometry like compared to the others?
Look, I would have said cross-cut. But they're unusual. They're not an impulse hardened blade. So it looks like you could resharpen them. geometry actually doesn't look that good.
Impulse hardening being case hardening, essentially. Therefore, you can't really resharpen.
With diamond tools, you can resharpen them, but pretty much, yeah.
Or it's just so ridiculously hard that
It's not worth the
not
effort.
unavoidable.
Well, it's not impossible, it's just not worth the effort. Not when
What are we looking at there?
there's another blade, but I don't have a handle for this one. That almost looks like a hacksaw blade. Well, that is interesting. Cool. Okay.
And all comes in, which is essentially a toolbox.
Yeah. Right. Well, the real test in the value is going to be how some of these ones that are a bit messy clean up. But it's odd because the mix looks different. Like there's some things here that look unbelievably good quality. Like this set of dividers is just well, I haven't seen a modern set of dividers this good ever. Like I've got over there, I've got a French pair, which is pretty bloody awesome. Actually, let's see if we can grab it. Even being corded. Follow me. Oh,
Hang on.
there's that chisel I was looking for.
Oh, you just found it.
Yeah. Okay. So these are French.
What sort of age are we looking at with that, do you know?
If I said pre-First World War, I would be conservative.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm just guessing because it's so
Conservative
with
on the side of caution as to
yeah,
the
yeah,
actual
yeah, yeah.
age.
Like it would not be unreasonable to say Napoleonic, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's very hard to date
So,
a lot of these things
For
because
people who aren't up
don't
on
know
it, that'd be
history.
what, 1850s?
yeah, Napoleonic's earlier,
Oh, okay.
1820s, 30s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's 1850s is American Civil War. I think.
yeah, 1860s American Civil War. But the thing is, it's very hard to date tools like this unless you've got a known maker with a known history.
Yeah.
So you can date the Stanley planes because the documentation of the various changes of the Stanley planes from 1840 is very, very clear. Some of the French stuff, like the Peugeot, Goldenberg, Kulau, they're either very big brands, so they're well documented, or they were very famous brands. Like Kulau was making armor swords for the personal cavalry to
Yep.
Napoleon. So very famous brand. But if it's a mystery mark, like a lot of these Japanese smiths, you just don't know unless you're lucky along the history. But anyway, in
So
terms of
this is a quick, does that have any marking on it?
it does.
Do you recognise as anything significant, or
Well, it's significant, but I don't know what it means. But having said it was French, maybe not, because that's Wynne and Timmins, which would make it English.
certainly sounds like it.
Yeah, but still doesn't help me with the age. But like, just it's with things like this, it's kind of a subjective feel. And the thing that really gives me the feel for early with this one is the riveted, peened supporting arm. Like you just don't get that with modern tools.
No.
And when I say modern tools, I'm talking First World War and on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, back to this one.
So what's the
Stunning quality.
What's the pivot pin on this? Is it
Solid rivet.
solid rivet through?
Yeah.
properly riveted by the look of it.
Yeah, well done. And it's like, look at how the symmetry, like it's dead flat. There's no twist
Angle back this way a bit.
or bend. The little details, like the chamfer, the stop chamfer on the arms, the fact that it comes together so smoothly. Like looks like it might have been sat on or something here as a bit of a wave, but the points come together very finely. And this it just feels quality, and the weight of it in the hand is just awesome. Yeah. I haven't really looked at the marking gauge.
So it's 12, it's on there. Is it 12? Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be thinking by about the size of it, 12 inch.
Yeah, but come with me.
Possibly.
Come with me. This corded thing is a bit tricky. Oh, hang on. No, this way. Over here. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ah!
Aha.
So, we'll get a Japanese. Go this one.
The question,
Yep.
when did Japan adopt metric?
No idea.
Because I know at one stage they were, I don't know, imperial-ish.
Well, Japanese imperial, yeah.
Yeah.
They still are to a certain extent, especially with traditional tools.
I should know that considering I lived there.
Yeah.
I was 10, so that's my excuse.
That's your excuse, yeah. So one, two, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, maybe it is 12 inches.
So this is a Japanese square you've got in your hand?
Yeah, yeah, and the Japanese measurements,
Oh, okay.
which I can't remember the name of, because
So
they
by
work
the
in
look
metric.
of way you were counting then, really, a Japanese inch is longer than a British
Yeah.
slash
Yeah.
American.
Well, they're easy. You can see the division's easier on this side.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So let's go back and get the centimetre rule. And we have here.
Hang on, I need to bring this up so that we're not too dark.
Of course, I'm not wanting to measure the square, am I? I'm wanting to measure the dividers. Who's the silly boy? Yeah, so 300. So 12 inches. Yep.
Well, that would give you a point to age it from.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely modern.
Yeah.
Definitely modern.
Interesting to maybe find out how.
How modern? Yeah.
Mm.
And that's that's a good quality gauge. But then the saws look cheap. So, like it's just that grind pattern doesn't look very finessed.
No,
Yeah.
it looks kind of
Rough. And just sort of,
cheap, mass-made.
yeah, like the worst of industrially mass made.
Can't get it. Can't really get the offset properly on that.
Yeah. But it's just, it doesn't look stamped out. It barely looks sharpened. They're not impulse hardened. So yeah, I don't understand.
Well,
Yeah.
it was a deceased estate, you said.
Well, that's what I was told. The thing is, the reason I can get the stuff cheap from these guys is because when it comes to tools, they don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
They're dealing with lots of stuff. Some of it, they specialize in the furniture or other categories, and they're looking to just on-sell the tools to someone else to deal with. So me and a bunch of other guys, when they've got stuff, say, yeah, I'll pay this much, and if I get it, I get it. Yeah, which sometimes means you can get brilliant stuff, other times not so much. And this isn't as good as I would hope because it doesn't look like a complete set of stuff. There's no bigger saws. You've got these large Kana, but if it was a kimono maker, then there's not the more detailed stuff. There's only one chisel, for example, and I would struggle to think that it was just one chisel was all they needed, especially for kumiko. Because if you're clearing out the half lap joints, you need something the thickness of the kumiko.
Do you think it might have been some of it was a deceased estate and they threw some other bits and pieces in for you?
Yeah, possibly. Or the kids got to it. Like if this was Granddad's and he died a while ago and it's been kicking around the house and the kids have been playing with it, then it stands to reason that some bits and pieces are missing. Like, you know, the handle for this saw, for example.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But overall, I'd say I'm pretty pleased.
Well, you do have a toolbox that I came in that's not,
Well, yeah,
not
but
too shabby.
I had the wood cut to make one. So,
Well, you can have two now.
I can have two, yeah. I can have two. And it's a very well made toolbox, especially with this drawer, which is cool.
So, there you go. We have the nails for the drawer.
Yeah. The nails, not staples?
Yep, no, they look like nail heads from here.
They look like nails. And wire nails for that matter. And is that a plywood base? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Actually, we haven't looked at the toolbox very closely, have we?
Now, let's grab these off the top.
Let's look at the shelf first of all.
Hang on, there's something else.
It's a, speaking of handles that are missing, it's a, well that's odd. I haven't seen that before. It doesn't have pins, it's just the ends are bent over.
Hang on, good angle there. Yeah.
Plywood bottom,
Sun in the background.
come down on top of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
So it's nailed in. It's a hardwood ply. I don't know what this wood is. It looks like a rainforest timber that you'd find in an old wardrobe or something. With speckling in the figure.
So are the runners on the inside for the short chisels the similar same sort of wood, or
Yeah.
so it all looks
Made together. Chamfered here, so it fits into the box better. Again, plywood bottom. Oh, look at that, witness marks from the construction. Oh, now that is neat. Look at the handle. Okay, often with a Japanese toolbox, this piece is a piece of thin wood with reinforcing strips around the outside.
and bring it sort of down this way a little bit. It's darkening out too much.
Yeah, and that gives you a handle. But this has been set into the sides, which
Sorry.
what?
Your next door neighbour here sneezing. Sarah just put a comment bless you on the screen.
Right. Okay, I've never done live before. I'm not able to do the reply to comment stuff. Yeah. But look here, see these witness marks where he's marked it out, where to cut. And that's going to be quite tightly locked in, because this piece goes across the full width, but this piece is set inside the outside, so it's going to be strong. I'm not seeing any signs of glue, so it just looks nailed. I can see slight daylight through some of the joints, so it doesn't look like it's been glued. And these do look like a staple. But the only way to really tell would be to take one out. Because I'm wondering if they're also sort of maybe a folded up flathead.
Do they look completely rounded on the top or flattened where they've been
Well,
hammered
you
across?
see here, it looks like it's the round head, and when it's been put in, it's been folded.
Oh, okay.
But I really don't know. But it really does look like it's a folded flathead. But I don't know how you do that. Unless you smacked it with a hammer before you hammered it in. That would work.
For what purpose?
So it penetrated the timber rather than sitting on the outside like a flathead would.
Mm.
So I saw some flathead nails somewhere. Here. I'm wondering if it's these nails, but where he wanted to bury them in the timber, he's hit them with a hammer, folded them over, and put them in. But, like, that's fairly flat, so I don't know why you'd want the...
And if you're going to do that, then why wouldn't you, with the drawer that goes in, do the
Well,
same?
yeah. But he did. Gee, that's well made. Look at that. It's not dovetailed or anything, but... Okay, so there's none on this one.
So it seems to be on.
And look, that's a nice little detail. The screw for this little latch lines up with that. So it holds that in as well. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, any other comments? Anyone asking for anything? Or is it just Sarah?
No.
Just Sarah watching.
Sarah saying, bless you, there's three beside people, so there's more than just Sarah.
Oh, cool.
Two likes so far.
Hurrah. Yeah, oh, I think that's it. We're done with the box. Except
And Sarah just says hello.
Sarah says hello. Well, hello, beautiful. I assume it's my Sarah.
Well, I would be thinking so.
Yeah, I'd be thinking so, yeah. Not some strange Sarah. Yeah. Cool. All right, well, get home. I'm going to put these in the electrolysis bath. In the next video, I can show you them cleaned up. And yeah, like I said, some of these things are going to be keepers for me, so your hands off. But others will eventually, in time, end up for sale. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this. My first live video where I've done something like this. In future, I hope I'll be better set up so I can answer comments and stuff. But anyway, that's it for now. I have no idea how you stop it.
Neither do I.
Okay. Oh, hang on, before I go, here's my stall. So I've got a bunch of European stuff from when I was doing the European tools. But mostly now it's Japanese. And a lot of this stuff you guys would have already seen because you've seen the other unboxings. What you might not have seen though is some of the wood. So here we have grey box, which I've book matched. There's some fins of Californian redwood, which I was maybe going to have a play with Kimiko or use them for dividers in the box. The red ironbark over here and the blackwood. And at the front, I got stuff for knife scales. Like this is teak, but actually these aren't for knife scales. I've actually got these cut to make sheaths for knives, which is a video that's coming up. Grey box, oak, and where is the, oh look, oh this stuff here, right? This is slow growth pine. It comes from a very, very dry area. And so the grain is very close together and it's incredibly resinous. Like in the sun, you can see the resin just popping out there. That is going to, I'm really going to have some fun with that when it comes to doing, oh, I forget the name, the heat treatment where you flame it. Because all this resin, which is just fully impregnated in this wood, is just going to flame up. More ironbark. which I've cut for tool handles, like chisels and so on. It's a dog to dry though, so there's a lot of this happening, the checking. And here is some Australian blackwood. Like, look at that figure. It's just stunning. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for now, and I'll catch you guys anon until the next box, which should be a week away or so. Oh, it got dark. So, catch you later.